Hey everyone, Invader1 here. Before I get into this amazing gameplay, let me tell you about my Drell build for the collectors on Platinum. For rank 4, I prefer Radius on Reeve. You need it so you can hit multiple targets. It's just the best thing to do. Don't even think about the other rank. It's not even necessary. For rank 5, you don't need recharge speed. It takes a little time, but it's still really good. You need damage reduction because this guy has no health and fitness. So you need the most damage reduction that you can get. Rank 6, this is very important: barriers and armor. Normally I go for damage and duration because I usually have the acolyte with this guy, whatever. I can strip barriers and shields, but with against the collectors on Platinum, you have to take barriers and armor. They have so much armor, so much barriers. Very important. For pull, I prefer Radius because I can pick up, multiple enemies at once, and this works really great on gold against like Cerberus. You could pick up 2 or 3 troopers at the same time. 5, I prefer lift damage, although both of these are good. Expose is excellent, so is lift damage. I like lift damage more because if I have to get away and I have already lifted the target, but I need to take cover, I know that that target that is lifted is continuously taking damage and might even die without me doing anything else. For rank 6, I put duration and combo. And this is very important because this increases the duration, obviously, of the pull, but at the same time, it makes the biotic detonations much more powerful. That's how you can take out phantoms, with when they're pulled. Cluster grenades, these are so good. I wish I could have maxed them out, but I really need fitness on this guy to be able to do this. So now for the training, damage and capacity, guys, you need power. You need the power. And rank 5, the same thing. Power damage. You need power. This guy, he's a power guy. He's got Reeve, he's got pull. He's really going to be depending on that Reeve. And fitness, I just maxed him out on fitness, all the ones at the bottom, because he needs it. And even after all that, guys, even after all that fitness, he still has 900 health and 450 barriers. This guy is flimsy as he's just flimsy, okay? But he is a powerhouse. He is a very good adept, and I like him a lot. Now, going into this, guys, I said, you know what? I think it's time to see if the collectors, if an all biotic team can handle the collectors. And individually, the biotic and a team on Platinum can do great. It's always great to have a biotic on all the other Platinum types, but this is specifically for collectors, because you guys know I'm handling collectors right now. I'm showing you guys what to do with collectors, and I will go through the waves again. I know I have a previous video that I talked to you guys how each wave and all that stuff, like what comes in each wave. But I got to tell you guys, this was the hardest Platinum video that I've had to do. It took us 7 times to try to get a successful extraction, guys. I mean, it's crazy. Why? Because the collectors have so much armor, and then not only that, wave 10 is the hardest wave that you could think of for the collectors. There are so many boss enemies, and the Praetorians are way too fast, guys. But we had a lot of fun here. What we did is we brought a Drell, we brought a Volus Adept, and we also have, as you can see on the other side, we have an Asari Justicar and a human male Adept. I mean, and we had a lot of fun, guys, don't get me wrong, but I gotta tell you guys, this is the collectors with a biotic team is no joke. And it works. Biotic team definitely works. So you will see here, a biotic team kicks ass. We actually take down Praetorians pretty quickly, as you're seeing right here. Look at this Praetorian. We strip, I use the acolyte to strip down barriers. It takes about 4 acolyte shots to strip the barriers. Now, the little Volus, by the way, the biotic orbs that he's using are really good against the Praetorian. That little Volus over here, he is just using nothing but biotic orbs on the Praetorians. On everything else, he is shooting his Hornet. He is just taking them out. Him and he's also kind of keeping me alive in situations where, my Drell wouldn't be able to survive. Like, he'll go ahead and use his stim pack to keep me going. Now, in the first wave, guys, against the collectors on Platinum, you just get collectors. Like I was telling you guys in the previous video, you just get collectors. You get, you do not, you get 1 Praetorian on the map at one time. So it's not like double bosses at one time. And I gotta be honest with you guys, a biotic team is very powerful, very awesome. If you're using a Drell like this, make sure that you have a secondary weapon like I have that does really good damage against armor. Like I had the I have my SMG, and I literally put the damage barrel. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. I think it's called a high velocity barrel that allows my SMG to do damage against armor targets. And you need something like that, guys. This guy needs a weapon of some sorts against the collectors, because yes, the biotic explosions are great, but you can't lift Praetorians. You can't lift, Scions. You just can't. So you need some other weapon. As you can see here, I whip out my SMG, and I am just going to town. Now, his grenades, I wish I had them maxed out, because his grenades are so great. But between the Reeve, and by the way you want to use it, you want to Reeve first and then spam the grenades. They will definitely do a lot more damage and cause a biotic effect, and that's why you see a lot of damage going to these Praetorians. Here we go, we damaged them. Also, you see the Volus. You see what he did? He brought my barriers back up, because obviously I am a Drell, and the Drell is very flimsy, but he can get away from a lot of situations. And you're probably gonna wonder, wow, I hardly, I get away from a lot of situations. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that crab. You have no idea how difficult the collectors are. They're definitely, they're fun. I like them a lot. As a matter of fact, they're my new favorite class to play against on Platinum. They really are. The thing is that there are some things that need to be changed. Like that Praetorian, it's just way too fast. There are times that I turn around and they're there already. It's just crazy. They're definitely a challenge. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, the Volus. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You see this? This was the one time that I turned around. I was like, "What in the world?" And guys, by the way, before I go into the rest, the rest of what I was thinking of telling you guys about about my Drell Adept, I did two versions of this video, except this is the one where I narrate. I tell you guys what's going on, and I told my buddy Kanigas to do on his side to have the live commentary version, so people could have both versions. So on the bottom of this video there will be a response, and on that video on his channel you will have the live commentary version of this, and you will hear us literally just, we're playing angry at this point. I mean, we were playing so tight. We became so good because we went through 7 tries, and it was just so difficult to try to extract. But anyways, guys, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Now, Wave 3 on the objectives is actually really, really good in the sense that Wave 3, all you get are Reapers. Now, you get Reapers mixed with a few collectors, but it's really mostly Reapers. Like, there's a collector there, but you don't get any Banshees, you don't get any Praetorians, you don't get, you don't get any big boss enemies. The only boss enemies you get are the Brutes. And because of that, this is the easiest wave on Platinum Collectors. That is it. This is the only easy wave, guys. Wave 3 is the only easy wave. I'm going to repeat it again. The only easy wave. Because it was, I will be honest with you, that's it. Enjoy Wave 3. When you get to Wave 3, have fun. Get a few kills in there. Get your targets done. Whatever you get. Oh, look at this, guys. Somebody pulled one of the abominations, one of the possessed abominations, they're just blowing up in the air. Just killing us. Be careful with that, guys. If you're using biotics, definitely be careful of doing something like that. But anyways, this all Brutes. The only boss enemies are Brutes and Ravagers on Wave 3, so that you can definitely handle that. That's not much of a problem, when dealing with Platinum. If you're already a Platinum player, this should be a breeze, a cakewalk for you. But again, take out time to breathe in this wave, have fun with it, relax a little bit, because guess what? It gets freaking hard after this, okay? Now, a little bit about my Drell. Here we go. Somebody, I think that was my buddy Kaniga. That's telling him stop doing that. So he will pull one of the abominations right before we'll get killed, and they will blow up like right next to us. So that is the second time it happened, and after that he didn't. He made sure that he was pulling them at the right time. But anyways, whatever. There's a little troll there. But anyways, guys, this was fun. It was work. It felt like work but it was just so much fun because we got really good, and I'm really freaking good with the Drell Adept. But guys, after this game, I'm a freaking master. I mean, I'm not trying to be elitist. You guys know me. I could care less. I just play. Play to win, play as a team player, but, I gotta be honest with you. I am freaking awesome right now with the Drell Adept after this game, because I just did the kind of work that I had to do to stay alive and really take out armor targets that have so much freaking armor. But anyways, and so is my buddy here, who actually has the Volus. He's got so good with the Volus because we played him so hard on this map. But anyways, in regards to my Drell, you know, the Drell can definitely handle platinum. Now, this is specifically against the collectors, guys, because you guys know I like to take the hardest challenges in platinum. I like to show you guys what to do. In this map, I like to on Jade. I like to take the topper, you know, that's top area here because you have more cover. You funnel the enemies in through the through the extraction area, and and you have two guys on the left hand side forcing the spawns across the way too. So they're also funneling enemies in. Now, when the Banshees come in, we could all take them out together. When the Praetorians come in, we could take them all together. Now the problem here is that here we go, double Banshees, and we have Scions. You know, this is the problem. This is guys, platinum collectors is not easy. It's just not easy, but it's definitely doable. You know, it's definitely doable. Now, as an adept, you can definitely handle platinum on the other ways, guys. Right now, Cerberus is, you know, I mean, compared to the way it was before, I think Cerberus is very easy for me now. I play Cerberus Platinum, you know, quite a bit. If you ever want to, I guess, call farm Platinum, I don't know if I would consider farming it, but if you ever like want to play an easy, you know, Platinum, go, you know, Firebase Giant is the way to go. For speedrunners, it's Glacier, obviously. But for a really chill game of Platinum where you can, you know, pretty much know what's coming, and you guys can watch my other Platinum videos on Giant. You can get an idea of the strategy there. It's just it's easier now because, you know, on the wave 7, which is the Infiltrator wave, now that we have Dragoons, we get more Dragoons instead of a ton of Phantoms. And I think that is pretty cool because, you know, the Dragoons, I like them. I think they're pretty cool. They are tough on Platinum, I gotta tell you. They move so fast, and then you get, I mean, well, they're not too hard, but when you get 3 of them on you, it just becomes so freaking difficult. But anyways, guys, like I was telling you guys before, you know, wave 3, get used to it because it is the easiest wave. Enjoy it, you know, pick up a coffee, you know, be happy, smile at yourself for getting, you know, this far into it. And then wave 4, this is, you know, like as you saw, that's when you got, you know, the double Banshees and everything coming in. Wave 5, guys, you have to be on point. Wave 5, we actually shoot missiles. We try to take out spawn points. That's what you see me trying to get a missile out. Now, there was a problem here. In this wave right here, I shot that spawn point, but then my buddy forgot to back up. So because he backed up, they spawned right behind us, and that's a problem, guys. Fortunately, we were all using missiles, and we were able to get through this wave. So yes, it didn't get insta killed here, but my team was tight. We were all strong, and we were able to just take it out. You know, we got all the spawns done. Now, wave 5, one of the reasons you definitely want a missile on wave 5 is because you start getting a lot of Praetorians. You get the big bosses coming in, and it's just, you know, it's the way to go to be able to missile them out and go. But yeah, that was a mistake there, guys. You know, normally that wouldn't have happened, but, you know, unfortunately, I didn't communicate appropriately to my buddies saying, hey, Volus, back up, you know, because they can't, if I'm going to shoot them, they're going to spawn right behind us. We need somebody there to kind of force a spawn across the way. So that was a mistake on my part, but look how quick it went. You know, my team was tight. You know, we were definitely on point. We were calling out shots and targets, and we were able to do it. So, and guys, all adept team can definitely handle platinum versus collectors. I mean, well, as you guys know, I've already proven that they can handle platinum. You know, a Biotic squad can handle platinum. You know, regardless. You guys have seen me do that with Cerberus and Reapers and all that on my previous videos, so that's no big deal. But if against collectors, that's the tough one, because collectors are really the hardest thing right now. And I am pretty sure, I'm really sure that Bioware is gonna have to do something to these enemies, because these Praetorians are way too fast. I do not see a lot of people, you know, extracting versus collectors. I mean, I'm one of the few people doing this in the sense of, you know, doing guides and all that, but I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that the pug lobbies will be so hard on platinum with people that don't know each other and just randomly going. Now, let me tell you something about wave 6. We got an object recovery mission, guys, but if you get a hack right in the center of the map right here at extraction, just pray for mercy, because we got it 2 times, and you know, and 2 2 of our 7 tries to get this done. And I gotta tell you that it is the hardest thing on extraction versus collectors, because you have the Praetorians. They're so fast. Even if you kite them around the map, right, they're just so fast. We didn't quite fully figure out a strategy for the hack if you get it right there, but I think if you have 2 guys in the hack and then 2 guys kiting the enemies around or outside of the hack, that will be good enough. Now, I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know if that, we tried. We only got the hack twice, and both times it was so hard. We were wasting so many gels and missiles. It was just so difficult because the Praetorians are so fast, and that it made it really difficult to kite them, because by the time we brought them outside of the map and we went back into the hack, I mean, they could follow us so quickly back here. So in reality, if you got a hack in the center, BioWare, if you guys are checking this out, you need to slow down those Praetorians, because if you get a hack in this map in the center with the Praetorians, it's just so difficult. If you get a hack on wave 3, you're fine. If you get a hack on wave 6, pray for mercy, guys, because it is I'll write on this, meaning the hack on this map is fine if it's not at extraction. If we kept on getting an extraction, it was so difficult. But anyways, it's definitely doable. We made it past the extraction. Don't get me wrong. We made it past wave 6, but the thing is, it was just so hard. We wasted so many gels. We wasted so much. Anyways, guys, now after wave 6, wave 7, you have to definitely be on point. You start getting Geth. Now, the prime is, especially if you have a biotic squad, you do not want the primes to get close to you. You want to destroy them before they get to you, okay? Because their turrets, the prime themselves, will stun the crap out of you the way they are right now. So if you see the prime across the way, you have to call it out. Just make sure your team knows it. The prime will literally annihilate your entire team. Why? Because of all the stun lock. And because of all the stun lock, if one prime, if you think about it, oh, the primes are easy, the Geth are easy. Listen, I'm going to break it down to you. I'm not saying that the primes are not easy. I'm saying that on Platinum versus Collectors, you have these possessed abominations who blow up. Okay, and you have a whole bunch of other enemies like the Praetorians and everything else. If you have a prime staggering you and stunning you, everything else will literally destroy you. They will dance on you. They will laugh on you. I mean, they will stomp you out. They won't even think twice. So I'm not saying that the primes are hard. I'm saying that in this situation, you do not want them close to you, because they will stun you. They will stun lock you, and next thing you know, everybody else will overwhelm you. So what we're doing here, we're calling out primes immediately. And guys, I gotta be honest, we were playing so angry, but like, not in an angry like we're pissed off at the world kind of thing. We were playing angry like we were just like, man, this is the 7th try, and man, we are gonna just kick their asses kind of thing. That's how it was, because we were just like, we couldn't believe, like, it took us, and we had other tries that were going so great. Like we did one try before this that we got to wave 10 almost flawlessly, and then we finished wave 10, and then extraction destroyed us. Like, nobody extracted. So we got to wave 10, we killed everybody, and all of a sudden the clock came up for extraction, and a whole mess of dragoons just appeared behind us. Now, guys, let me tell you what I'm doing here. What I'm doing, I'm back here. I'm letting them take their missiles at spawns. We're trying to make sure at wave 8, guys. Wave 8 is the hardest wave, okay, besides wave 10. Wave 10 and extraction. Wave 8 is the hardest, so because they have double primes, double bosses, double everything, especially with the primes. So wave 8, we decided that we were going to make sure we had missiles for wave 8. Okay, if you have a biotic squad, guys, wave 8, wave 8, wave 8. Just remember, wave 8, double primes, double Praetorians, it's just double everything. And it's just so tough. Don't get me wrong, wave 9 is tough too, but it's just wave 8 is so freaking hard. So now, I don't think we're wave 8 at the moment. I just want to make sure I don't get confused myself. I think, oh, maybe we are. But guys, wave 8, keep on repeating it. Wave 8, okay, take out the primes. The primes will annihilate your team. They will cast 1,000 turrets. So you definitely want to make sure. And yeah, this is definitely wave 8. We have pyros, and here goes the Praetorians. So think about it. Look how fast the Praetorians are. If you're fighting a prime and this guy just rolls up on you, this big crab, he's just gonna pick you up and annihilate you. He's just gonna mess you up. Look at this guy. I mean, it's just, oh, and he shoots boogers, by the way, guys. So let me tell you something about his animation, right? He shoots boogers from his from his nose, right? And those boogers are nasty. They're just very powerful. After he shoots his boogers, he immediately shoots you with his ray beams from his eyes, the ray beams of death. Okay, and he goes to town to you. You know, he tries to get you again and again with his ray beams of death. Then he goes back to his boogers, which just these homing boogers that get you. Anyways, when this happens, guys, what we were doing here, we were in communication, and you'll see that in the live gameplay commentary if you decide to look at that video. If not, that's fine. This is totally fine. But you know, what we did here is when we got too overwhelmed, we decided to move. And you definitely, in this wave 8, wave 9, you want to go together though. You do not want to go lone wolf on this, guys. You do not want to go lone wolf. It's just too much, too heavy on a biotic team. Okay, it's too many boss enemies, and they have so much armor that really to clutch this, it's difficult even for the greatest player. And you can definitely clutch it, guys. I mean, I've been working on my platinum run so far. I keep on getting to wave 9. I'm making it to wave 9 versus collectors. You know, you guys know I'm trying to do it hardcore. Let's see if I can do it. I'm gonna do my best. I don't know when I'll get it done, but I keep on trying, and it's tough. But I gotta tell you, it's definitely helped me understand the collectors better. And at the same time, you know, I gotta tell you, you can definitely clutch these waves. It's just it's really difficult. I definitely recommend, you know, communicating with your team. Now, this next wave here, we start getting Cerberus. We get a lot of Phantoms, and we get double Banshees, and we get Praetorians, guys. This is really, really, really tough. So I definitely recommend that you guys need to be tight. You have to have some, maybe at least 2 people reaving, because the reave capability is the one that really sets off biotic explosions. Oh, here we go, guys. An abomination just annihilated us. We were just, at this moment, we were communicating, get us, because we did not want to continue wasting gels. And I knew that there was nobody around us, so that we were okay. Anyways, you see what the Volus did? He used his stimulant pack. Well, I forgot it. It's not called stimulant pack, but it's like an ops pack power. I always forget what the name of it is. But anyways, he was, you know, we were able to do this, guys. But you know, again, if you see a Geth Prime, take him out. Definitely take him out. Mess him up. Oh, and also, by the way, guys, I think this gameplay, and I'm gonna be honest with this. You know, if you really think that this was not difficult with Biotics, an all Biotic squad, and a Volus, then I challenge you to do it. You know, I challenge anyone to do it and let me know how it went. I'm pretty sure that you can do it. I'm not saying you can't do it, because this is exactly why I'm doing this video, to show you that you can. That's the whole point of this. Hey guys, you can do this. You can definitely do this. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just saying you can definitely do it. It's just going to be tough. But I'm just saying, if you think that's, oh, this is really easy, oh, Invader, this is the easiest thing in the whole world, well, you know, challenge you to do it. Go ahead and do it with your buddies. Do an all biotic team on this map versus the collectors. And come back to me and let me know what you think. You know, I'll give you a penny for your thoughts. But anyways, guys, we got to wave 10. Wave 10 is so hard because they're double bosses of everything. You got 2 Banshees, you got 2 Praetorians, you got 2, you got Geth, okay, you got Primes. Alright, so this is like really, really tough. So when it comes to, we got targets, we got lucky that we got targets, and I pray to God that BioWare doesn't have, well, I guess they probably do, but I pray that they don't have, hacks on wave 10 for this map, because against collectors, because it's just really it's so hard. Anyways, guys, wave 10 we got targets, and let me tell you something, we got targets before. Targets on wave 10 collectors on this map is not as easy as you think. We were calling out missiles, we were making sure we all had a lot of missiles by wave 10, because we did really great. But it's still very hard, guys, because there are a lot of boss enemies. I mean, and when you get the target, there's always like other bosses right in front of the target. So the target is the Praetorian, right? But then there's another Praetorian in front of it. There's a Prime, an Atlas, a freaking Banshee, and it's difficult. So, you know, even targets is not easy versus collectors on Platinum on this map. So now, anyways, we were able to do it. We were able to conserve a lot of rockets. We were playing really tight, really hard. This is some of the best gameplay here, guys. You know, I mean, this is a Drell, guys. You know, I have like almost no barriers or anything, and yet, you know, still rocking it. So yes, the Drell Adept, the Drell Vanguard also can handle it. You just got to get, be really good with the player. Just make sure you understand his capabilities and his damage reduction with Reeve, and also his damage reduction with his flips. Due to the fact that you can, flip around, you have a little bit of damage reduction. I don't know how much. It's just a little bit. Anyways, guys, we were communicating a lot. I do not know how you would be able to handle this in a pug lobby, because this is just. It took us 7 tries, guys. And that was only because we were trying to Volus for the first time. I don't know this guy. I just met him a few games ago, and you say, hey, he wanted to use Volus. I said, hey, great, he'll be good, and he did such a great job. Nightbat I play with. These are all good players. Kanigas, you guys already know, he's a really good player. So anyways, in a pug lobby, I don't recommend this, but have fun, try it. It's definitely doable. Like, that's what I'm showing you guys here. I'm just letting you guys know it would be tough. Now for extraction, you have to like kite the enemy. You have to really wait. You have to really just wait to see what's coming, draw them in a little bit, and then just little by little, just go to the other side of the map. By the way, guys, these Dragoons, they're so cool. I really like them a lot, but on Platinum, they're way too fast. I mean, like, they send a lot of them at you. Because of that, you got to be so careful. And because they will destroy. They were the ones who destroyed our extraction before. It was because of them. We couldn't make extraction because you had a whole bunch of them just slashing the crap out of us. I mean, they're just abusive. They look really cool, don't get me wrong, they look really cool, but and I like them a lot. I like their animation. I think they just look awesome, but at the same time, they can be tough if you have 3 of them, if coming at you at the same time. But anyways, for extraction, as you can see, guys, we're kiting the enemy a little bit, and if you have to gel, you have to gel, guys. There are way too many boss enemies here to say, alright, can you pick me up? This is what you want to save your gels for extraction, guys, because wave 10 and extraction, because those are the toughest waves besides wave 8. And here, guys, we made it. There was only one of us, the Volus. Our buddy couldn't make it, but he is a very good player, man. He was just really beasting. He actually learned how to use the Volus in this game, and he supported, and he just provided such great support. So we got to extract, except for the Volus, but guys, he did such a great job. We all did so good. 24 minutes, and we were able to do this, guys. We rocked it. We just hit it hard, guys. And I gotta tell you, it's definitely doable. Biotic can handle collectors on Platinum. I just definitely recommend to get ready for it, guys, because it is not easy, but it is definitely doable. And Vader 1 out. Hope you enjoyed this, and please rate, comment, and subscribe.